Okay, you already know this is Punch Wrong Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moonshine himself. Ladies and gentlemen, we all want the fight. All right? We all want the fight. It's the fight that's most wanted. Terrence Bud Crawford versus Errol the Truth Spence. Y'all already know that Errol Spence is going to be fighting Dennis Ugas this Saturday, Dallas, Texas. Unification bout 3 straps. A lot of people respect Dennis Ugas, Cuban style of boxer, very humble, ambassador of the sport of boxing, always stay prepared, retire Manny Pacquiao. But let's be honest, people don't want to see Dennis Ugas win because we want to see Terrence Bud Crawford and Errol Spence. We want that fight to stay alive. Let's be real, let's be honest. As much as we believe in Dennis Ugas' skills, that he got a potential to beat Errol the True Spence, I got Errol Spence beating Dennis Ugas, but I won't be surprised if Dennis Ugas actually beat him. But we don't want that to happen. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it honest. Now, we want that fight to stay alive. But even though that we want that fight, I still want to see that fight with both of these fighters 100%. And let's be honest. Let's push our selfishness to the side. Errol the True Spence has been saying for years, he's a big welterweight. It's hard for him to make the fight, to make the weight. It was hard to make the weight with Mikey Garcia. It was hard to make the weight with Sean Porter. It was hard to make the weight with Danny Garcia, and probably was hard to make the weight before that. Ladies and gentlemen, let's not forget this, that Errol the True Spence has been in the same weight since he was a teenager. Now, that's tough. When he was a teenager, he was fighting in 152. Professional level, 147. And to still fight in this weight, trust me, is hard. He's telling everybody how hard it is to make the weight. Now, our selfishness as fans, we don't give a damn. We want to see the Bud Crawford fight. We want to see Bud Crawford, Errol Spence. We want to see Bud Crawford. I don't give a damn. We want to see Bud Crawford, Errol Spence, Spence, Bud Crawford, Crawford, Spence. We don't give a damn. But me, that I value the fighters. I understand the fighters, modern day warriors, modern day gladiators. You know what I'm saying? I got to think about that too. I just can't be selfish as a fan to get the fight, yes, but I want to see the fight when they're 100%. Now, we know that Terrence Bud Crawford is getting older. He's going to be 35 years old this year. And you know what I'm saying? But Terrence Bud Crawford has come from the 135-pound division, so he gets stronger and stronger. This is the reason, one of the reasons why we don't see Errol Spence getting knockouts is because, of course, he's training himself. He's training. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it honest. The man is saying what Josh Taylor been saying. And how did Josh Taylor do? Struggle because of the weight. Look what happened to Teofimo Lopez. Regardless if you're a fan or a hater of Teofimo Lopez and y'all don't want to come to grips, he's been saying that he can't make the weight for two years ago. And then look what almost happened. You know what I'm saying? Look what happened with Virgil Ortiz. Landed in the hospital. Look what happened to Jason Rosario versus Jamel Charlo. Jason Rosario was weight drained, in which when he was trying to rehydrate, he couldn't process the iron. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't process the protein. Look at these guys, yo. You can end up real bad in that ring. You know what I'm saying? Cutting weight, the rehydration is as dangerous as cutting the weight. Yo, I'm telling you, it's very, very dangerous. Look at so you see Josh Taylor struggle with Jack Catterall. We see Teofimo Lopez losing to George Kambosos, which a lot of people didn't even think that George Kambosos could last more than 3 rounds with Teofimo Lopez. We see Jojo Diaz struggle with the weight. We see Javante Tank Davis struggle with the weight, couldn't put guys like Gamboa out within 5 rounds. Ladies and gentlemen, it's hard, and then it's hard for your punch resistance to knock people out. It's hard to keep that man down persona because you keep on draining yourself. Look, we saw Errol the True Spence. Yes, he looked great, but yesterday, yo, he looked it very, very skinny, and that's just yesterday. Tomorrow in the weigh-in, shit. And then to think about it, that if he does beat Dennis Ugas, he's going to have to go back into training camp this year to make a Terrence Bud Crawford. We want to see these guys. We want to see. Look, there's no excuse. I'm not bringing no type of excuse, but listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. Errol the True Spence cannot afford, whether people like it or not, y'all not going to like what I'm going to say. He cannot afford to make 147. Not healthy. We asking as fans for too much. We asking for this man to actually kill himself to make the weight so we can get the fight that we want to see. Bud Crawford, he's getting stronger. This is the reason why Bud Crawford, he's comfortable. He's comfortable in this weight. He's knocking everybody out in 147. You know why? Because he's comfortable with the weight. His punches is increasing. He don't have to cut that much weight. Errol Spence has to cut weight. Errol Spence was walking around in 190 plus. I saw him in New York City years ago, and I said, how the hell this man still shrinks to 147? You can make the weight. That doesn't mean you make the weight healthy. That doesn't mean you make the weight healthy. Now, you can have all the nutrition in the world. Your body grows. He's a grown-ass man, still fighting in 147 pounds since he was, what, 15 years old? 15 years old? He's 32 years old now, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, Errol Spence will be beaten before he gets in the ring with Terrence Bud Crawford. And to be honest, as much, this is my idea, that fight should be in a catch weight. Should be in a catch weight. A lot of people are going to be like, oh no, but then if Errol Spence beat, if Errol Spence beat, then it's, oh, guys, it should be undisputed and it should be 147. Let me tell you like this, man. We see Manny Pacquiao, one of the greatest of all time. 8th Division World Champion, 5 lineal, 12-time World Champion. Remember, 8th Division World Champion, he fought Margarito to become a champion, and he fought for a title in which the catch weight was 150, closer to the welterweight division. And still, Manny Pacquiao, Margarito made that happen, and he became an 8th Division World Champion, not fighting in 154. I'll say, let Errol Spence and Bud Crawford fight in the catch weight, probably in 152, 51, in my opinion, because 147, he is going to kill himself. He is pleading, and he is telling the people, he's telling Al Heyman, he's telling the people out loud, it is hard for me to make that weight. It is hard for me to make that weight. It's hard for me to, how many times do we going to hear Errol Spence say that? He cannot afford, if you know boxing, he cannot afford to go to another training camp. It's not about the fight. It's about the training camp. He can't afford to do that, man. I'm telling you. He's not going to be 100% versus Terrence Bud Crawford. And if that's the fight that I want to see, if that's the fight that everybody want to see, I want to see that fight where both of these guys are in 100%. Now, Terrence Bud Crawford said that if he can't get that fight, he'll go to 154. So he's willing to go to the 154. Let this be a catch weight, still be an undisputed. In the end of the day, we still get the fight that we want. We want to see them in 100%. But if Errol Spence go back to training camp to make 147, he look like the way that he look at right now, ain't going to be good. It's not going to be good. I'm telling you right now. We've seen it with these fighters, and these fighters keep on saying it, and we got to listen to these fighters if we care about the fighters. Now, I'm a fan of about the sport of boxing because I admire these fighters. So I got to value these fighters. I want to see the fight, but I want to see this fight in 100% because this is the fight that we all want, and their legacy deserves that. And I believe that both of these guys deserve to be in 100%. Let me know what y'all think. I'm going to say it again. Errol Spence will not survive another camp going 147. Mark my words. If you've been following the channel, I've been saying that he's overstayed his welcome, just like Sean Porter, Keith Thurman. These guys ain't knocking nobody out because they're weight draining themselves. They're trying too hard. I'm telling you. I don't know. Subscribe to the channel. Smash the like button. Love y'all. God bless, and on to the next.